welcome back. It's so good to see you. So today we are going to be doing a Halloween true crime video. Ooh. So I was looking for Halloween true crime videos, and not videos, stories, you know what I mean. And there's really not a lot out there that haven't been told and retold before, but I did find this one. Hopefully I'll be able to find another one before the end of the month. But yeah, this is a pretty good, interesting one. This is going to be the Halloween night murders of Adrian Nsakna and Leslie Mazara. So today's true crime story is about a double murder that actually happened on Halloween. It was a regular Halloween night in 2004. Lily Prodham and her boyfriend, Eric Koppel, went to a Halloween party. While the two were at the party, Lily's best friend and roommate, Adrian Nsakna, passed out Halloween candy to trick-or-treaters, along with her other roommates, Leslie Mazara and Lauren Mitz. Once all the candy was passed out, the roommates went back inside. They watched TV, they ate dinner, and eventually they all went to sleep. Around 10:30 p.m., while the women were sleeping, a man had been watching their home, just watching and waiting for the lights to go out. Once all the lights were out, this man decided to enter the home, finding an unlocked window in the kitchen to climb into. The intruder quickly and quietly made his way upstairs. First entering Leslie's bedroom, he began to repeatedly stab her. Leslie began screaming for help, which woke up Adrian. Adrian ran to Leslie's bedroom and began to attack this intruder. He was able to subdue her by stabbing her continually. By this time, Lauren, whose bedroom was on the first floor, was awakened by loud, strange noises coming from upstairs. Lauren slowly got up, concerned and frightened by the sounds. She then heard one of her roommates scream. She then heard heavy footsteps running, and then someone was quickly stomping down the stairs. Lauren ran from the home out the back door and hid in the backyard. She remained hidden for fear of whoever was in the house and hoping they wouldn't be coming for her next. She heard the intruder climb out of the kitchen window and ran off into the darkness. Once Lauren felt safe and sure that the man was gone, she went back into the home to check on her roommates. Once inside, she headed upstairs and found Leslie face down in a puddle of blood in the doorway of her bedroom. Lauren then found Adrian crouched behind Leslie's bed. Adrian was alive, but she was bleeding profusely from multiple stab wounds. Lauren called 911 for help. Once police arrived at the scene, Leslie was pronounced dead. Adrian was still clinging to life. The paramedics rushed her to the hospital. Sadly, Adrian passed away by the time they arrived. Both women had been stabbed multiple times. Lauren told the police what she had heard, but was unable to give them any description of the intruder. The police were able to gather 218 samples of DNA from the scene. Interviewing over 1,300 people, but were still no closer to finding out who could have committed this terrible crime. The police did find one clue outside the home. There were a pile of cigarette butts. After determining that none of the roommates smoked, they believed that the killer may have been watching the home for a long time, possibly smoking to pass the time before he decided to make his move. So, police ran the DNA from the cigarette butts, but nothing, no matches came up. Several months passed. Leslie and Adrian had been buried. Their other roommate, who was at the Halloween party, Lily, had married her boyfriend Eric. Everyone was trying to move on with their lives. The case began to get cold. With the police unable to match the DNA to anyone, they released to the media on September 22nd, 2005, that they found DNA on cigarette butts left outside of the crime scene, asking if anyone knew anything to please come forward. A few days later, on September 27th, 2005, to everyone's surprise, Lily's husband, Eric Koppel, turned himself into the police for the murders of Leslie Mazara and Adrian Insagna. Eric confessed to his family and his new wife, Lily, the best friend and roommate of the women he killed. And after the confession, they convinced him to turn himself in. Once in court, everyone who was affected by the case hoped that Eric would try to explain himself, offer something, anything, as to why he killed these two women. This is what Koppel had to say. "I am a broken man. I cannot fathom an explanation for my sinful deeds. The terrible agony inflicted upon a great number of people, words evade me." Later, he claimed, at the time he was depressed and had been drinking alcohol a lot to cope with his own pain, saying, "If I had only gotten help, there was a rage inside me. If I had only listened to those who pleaded with me to get the help that I needed, I was going to end my life, but I didn't want to take the answers to my grave." That's all Eric Koppel said. Where was the answer? What is he talking about? Lily Koppel has remained by her husband's side. What? Eric turned down a trial and pleaded guilty to first-degree murder and was sentenced to life without parole. What? Okay, so that's the story. I'm confused. I thought that he was at a Halloween party with Lily. It said at the beginning of the story that him and Lily left the home and went to a Halloween party. Did he go to the party, leave halfway, come back, wait for them to turn their lights out, go in and murder them, and then just run back to the party? Like, I have so many questions. What? And also, it's like, okay, so he left the party and was there smoking, waiting for them to go to sleep. Why did he go upstairs first to, what was it, Leslie's room? He knew everyone in that house and where they slept. I mean, his girlfriend lived in that house. Those were her roommates. Why Leslie's room? Did he plan on killing Adrian? Like, because he just went straight upstairs and just started stabbing Leslie. Why? And he only killed Adrian because Leslie started screaming for help. Adrian came in, started attacking him, and he's like, oh gosh, I'm caught. So he had to kill her too. You know? Because she had only come in there because of the screams. like, I don't think he went in there to kill everyone, because he would have started at the bottom where, I can't remember the girl's name, but the girl whose room was downstairs, he knew who was at the home, but he just went straight up to Leslie's room. What was that about? And also, why did Lily stay by her husband's side? He killed her best friends. What? No way. No, 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 no. I have so many questions that are unanswered because he didn't give an answer. He said that he was going to kill himself, but he didn't, because he didn't want the answers to go to his grave. But when he was in court, while everybody was like, why did you do this? He gave no answer. So what is he talking about? I have questions that I can't get answers to. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, so I guess that was kind of like a shorter story. But like I said, it's kind of hard to find, Halloween themed true crime. Anyway, I really do hope that you enjoyed that too. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.